Yes, we do. So let's at least look at the function because this will help. Take out your calculators, make sure this is in tomorrow because this takes us time. Every time we use our calculators, it always takes us time. You guys, we've really looked at limits that are not that challenging, okay? The truth is that we've seen kind of the broadest range, and you were set for those on the AP exam. So how many questions on the AP exam will come from the unit that we just did? Maybe 2. Okay, maybe 2. We're still to enter those bigger units. We're seeing the majority of the topics, okay? So what about this limit? Doesn't that function look ridiculous? Yeah. So let's type that in. Let's make sure everybody has it because that's where we're going to start tomorrow is making sure we all have that typed in accurately. And so I'm going to clear that out, and I'm going to look at parentheses, 5 parentheses, x minus pi, parentheses to the 4th power. Pi is your caret symbol times the sine of 10x. I'm going to close that parenthesis, and I'll close the final parenthesis at the end. That's the entire top.
We're like, oh shoot, my sine stuff is wait, is it supposed to be 4 line? Well, it's just 4 and then yeah.
Everybody okay with this? And then I'm going to divide by x. Now, what is the value that we're approaching? Can everybody see why it's problematic to plug in 0? Yeah. Does anybody remember what the sine of 0 is?
0.
It is 0. Do you know what the cosine of 0 is? 1. Good, good. So you can see here that we're going to end up with a 0 over 0 situation. But if I take this, and let's press mode to make sure we're working in radians. You always want to be in radians. And then I'm going to zoom 6. I'm going to zoom standard. And as we approach 0,
That's cool. No. Wait, whoa.
yeah. Kind of like the barcode function, but not exactly, right? Yeah, it kind of has a little heartbeat there. Can everybody understand that it's kind of challenging to see what value we're approaching? Yeah. Would you agree? Yeah. What could we do to get a better idea of what we're approaching? Anybody got an idea what we could do with our graph? Yeah, we could like zoom. We could change the window, right? We could change the window. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to my table so I can have an idea of where to look in the window. What's a value that's close to 0?
0.9.
I'm just going to plug in 0.1, and I get 3,600. So that means that f of 0.1 is 3,600. So does everybody agree that I'm not going to see the graph if I'm zoomed in like that? So let's change the window a little bit. Let's go into window. So I want to change my box. What do you want the x values to be? Let's be close to 0. 0.1. So that my x min will be negative 0.1. What do you want my x max to be? Positive 0.1. What up? Yeah. Okay, I'll have to go into your table set and change that for you in a second. How about the y value? What are our y values around? 3,600? Yeah, so I'm going to put the y minimum. Let's go say 3,590. And let's go 3,000. What? No, and then let's go 3,610. And let's see if that gives me a little bit better window. And if it doesn't, we'll have to adjust again. Let's see if that shows us anything.
Oh, barely.
I barely got a mark, don't I? So we still got to do a little bit of work before we actually find that graph, don't we? Keep this in your calculator, and we open up with this tomorrow. Trey, right here. Oh.